Hi everyone, welcome to my Autodesk screencast. My name is Dzan Ta and I work for Repo Products in Smyrna, Georgia. I'm an Autodesk certified instructor and hold many certifications in multiple Autodesk products for the AEC industry. I hope you enjoy my screencast. If you'd like to see more of my screencasts, please search for VAR 2015 or my name. That's VAR 2015. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up after you watch it. In today's screencast, we'll be taking a look at the continuing series of screencasts on what's new in Revit 2016. We are on the fifth video, excuse me, and this is more pertaining towards the structural enhancements. So here I'm in Revit 2016. I have a structural model open, and the next list of what's new is member and forces dialog box. What does that mean? When we look at our Revit structural model, we tab into and select the structural analytical model. For example, this beam. We can see here in the instance property under releases and member forces, we have start release and end release that we can specify whether it's fixed, pinned, bending moment, or user defined. However, if we scroll down a little further, we'll see we have a new member forces dialog box that we can click edit. And in here, we can actually specify the forces in X, Y, and Z kilonewtons. And as you specify them and use them, it's for the purposes of structural analysis to send out to Robot Structure Analysis Professional or some other structural analysis software. So you have that additional feature now. The second thing that I'd like to cover for what's new in Revit 2016 for structure is area loads applied to arc walls. Prior to 2016, we could not use the Analyze tab of the ribbon, Loads command, and use hosted or non-hosted loads on a curved wall. We can do so now. Before you place it, you can actually specify orienting to either the host local coordinate system or the project. The default is host local coordinate system. And so when I select the structural model of that arced wall, you'll see the forces are placed accordingly. And you have the ability, obviously, to change the information for the forces in X and Y and Z. And your ending result will look like this. Now, if you want to, I'm going to delete it. And I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to say to the project orientation. And we'll say like that. And you'll notice that the forces in X, Y, and Z is strictly Z, negative 1.5 kilonewtons per meter squared coming down. And there may be situations where you need to do this as a oriented project because you want to specify maybe the forces in the X and not the Y and not the Z. When you finish, hit modify and you've finished that enhancement command. The third thing I'd like to cover quickly is the section shapes within family creation, which is an additional parameter. For example, when we go ahead and we create a new family and head over to, say, structural beams and bracing, it opens up the family editor to our default beam template file. If we look at the family types window, we can see some basic information in regards to the parameters that are set up. In 2016 now, when you select the family category and parameters command, you can actually go over here and now they have a section shape. So you can go in here and you can specify a particular shape to work with. This window you can adjust and expand. You can pick any one of these section shape profiles to work with. So for example, I-shape parallel flange. I'll hit OK. And once you've done this, if you go back to your family types window, now you have all the structural analysis information as well. It's already been set up for you. So you don't have to go through the process of creating all of these parameters. Because if we take a look at any one of them, for example, and hit modify, you'll see it'll say it's a built-in parameter, not necessarily a family or shared. And everything is already built in, it's locked down. You can't make adjustments to it. And then another feature is rotating the chords within a truss. And what I mean by that is if we take a look at this truss, by default, when you draw it, it looks like this. So if I create it and I create one, it looks like this. However, if you decide to take it and turn it on its side, like this, by specifying a rotation angle here of 90, it'll lay flat like it's supposed to. But what if you need it to lay flat, but you need the top and bottom chords to not rotate? You can select that and you can check where it says rotate chords with truss, uncheck it. And now it doesn't rotate the top and bottom chords and keeps them structurally the way you want. And then we'll go ahead and do one last series of screencasts for Revit 2016 structural enhancements on the next one. Thank you very much for watching my screencast, and please don't forget to give me a thumbs up.